After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, settle in. We've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Look at this to start out. A hot pass to begin this one. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Yellow. On 3rd down, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There indeed goes, and the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the 41-yard line.
Buggy. 19 taxi. Under.
Once again, it's Cook. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Cougar 19.
Now, this looks like a design run. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's fourth down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
That one is good. And the Saints are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down, Chiefs.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50 yards. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Mason Tipton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
A big play here in the big game. 37 yards.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3.
Let the hot. Oh, right. 18. What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
At the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks a little short. It is short. And now it's 4th down. That is caught. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line. So it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Makes the score Saints 10, Chiefs 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to air this one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Mahomes now on second down. Again, working deep downfield. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
First down throw, Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back.
Waiting for the goal line. He lost the football, and it's out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
What's that? Hey, south. 19 Texas.
On first down, it's Stroud. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this will be incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Right, Tony. 18. What's that?
Throw it again from his own end zone. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 97 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. The Saints out on top. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Putting the tight end in motion. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Here's Mahomes. Escaping to his left.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, keeps this drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's third down.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
On comes the Chiefs punter. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Watch it. Do it.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Run with Cook, and he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. DeMario Overshown there on the tackle. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 9.
South. Hey, uno. 11. Alert the hot. 19 Texas.
A run up the middle with Cook. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. They'll try and run it with Brooks. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
On the quick, right? 118. Outside. Hey, uno Mars. Buggy.
Now a run on first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Second and 10.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
Give it up to middle to Brooks. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
Ready. We'll try to pick this up with a hot pass. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
A 4-yard loss. It's fourth down.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes on first down. The ball's out. And no turnover here, but the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
It is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play here in the big game. 55 yards on the game. Final play of this first half. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Now, this is a surprise right out of the locker room. They'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Learn to hot, learn to hot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this 2nd half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the 3rd quarter?
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll send Worthy in motion. Mahomes going to push this one forward. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And they've got it. Going to pick up the 1st down there. Right around midfield.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the 1st down anyway.
A handoff to Pacheco. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, KC.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow, it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
That's the score. Saints 26, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many days. I don't even care. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
Why, Tony? Oh, hey. 2J.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
South. Hey, Uno Mars.
Again, it is Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Look the hot. Ah, what's that? 18. Okay. Buggy. Why, Tony?
Now, Stroud. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, New Orleans.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Oh, hey. 18. 19 Texas. 11. Hey.
Up the middle they go. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, hey. Hey, uno. Down. Hey, south. Hey, uno more. Look the hot.
Gibbs inside, it's Brooks. Oh, a loose football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Palmer. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Yellow.
They'll send Worthy in motion. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. He'll think twice about throwing this, and now he runs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You can see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. On the move left. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll be 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call, They're going to take a good long look at this one. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs have cut the deficit to 5.
Chiefs 21.
Things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Oh, and hey, Uno, look at how. 18. What's that? Why Tony? Hey, Uno.
To throw, it's Stroud. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not till he's inside the 25. A big one here in the 4th quarter. And even 50 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
What's that? 18. What's that?
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Oh, okay. Swap. Mother swap. Rob it. Two J's.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New Orleans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A first down throw for Mahomes. It's left side to Tucker.
A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He gets this one to Tucker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. They'll begin here on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Tony. Look to hot.
Back to the ground. line to the 20. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll have it across midfield, now at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Chiefs.
Throwing is Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Out to his right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
While he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Even though you're trying to keep the puck team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. And now, after the pick six, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will get into the end zone and push the lead up by 2 more.
Chiefs 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes on first down. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they're going to hold up here in pass protection.
And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second down, they need 3.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
3 yards to go.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Rolling right, he'll try to run for it. Fighting for the goal line, he lost the football, it's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. One last shot now for Mahomes. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. And the Saints have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players. Their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say. But then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the New Orleans Saints. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olden, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.